Hello. Oh, let me. I got an idea and just went with it and forget everything else, I guess. Um, I've got all these backgrounds and I'm looking for somewhere to put them in. I thought, well, let me use one real quick. And I'm just going to go with the rose again, I guess. Um, just to see if this is going to work or not. This is the micro mist that I had to drop down instead of spraying. And so I'm just gonna see how it does just as a stamp on here, and to see if I can remove some of this color and add this. If not, then what happens if I just add this? Maybe it'll look good just being just stamped. I don't know yet. So we're just gonna go with it and see what happens and what we think. And I really love these stamps. They're really making me think photopolymer is worth the investment. And I honestly love the way they stamp. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to ghost everything. Ah. Oh, it looks good even without um, lightening it and all of that, but we're still gonna give it a shot. Um, and I still got the kind of reddish. I'm just gonna put water on here, a good amount of it, and just try to lift some of that color out. Of course, with it comes some of the glitter. Okay, so they don't want to lift out. They're in, they're set. That's the way it looks to me. They're not coming out. And honestly, they're pretty the way they are. But let's just do a little bit of green. Just a touch. And see how these inks will go over. Maybe that needs to be a little wetter. These are opaque. Um, Water-based and reactive ink. I thought it was a pigment ink. Okay. That's okay. Looks alright to me. Get a little bit more ink down. I better cover this one up. Don't want it to dry out. Going through all my stuff and trying to get stuff put away and sorted out, and I come across stuff and I'm just like, oh, I gotta try that. And then I try that and I'm like, well, what did I do? I just made a mess again. So it is. I'm just gonna right now add in where I think darker areas are gonna be. And then I can come in a little bit. And water it down more and make it lighter. Right? Just not too light, but just enough to give it some shading and all of that. A little bit messy. Oh, better get some more ink on there, huh? But lighter ink. Not as dark. We just want it light. There we go. Now, does that work with just coloring the stem and the leaves? Maybe. Really, for me, this is kind of an experiment, and I'm thinking that I might just want to do this really light, really light. So the other colors can kind of come through, but just give it a little bit of a different tone, which means I need to use a lot of water and not a lot of ink. And I'm just brushing it on. I'm gonna do kind of one leaf at a time. And, or not leaf, but petal at a time. And I don't mind the other colors coming through. So if they do, that's okay. I just want to give it something to make it stand apart. And this color looks like one of the colors in the background. So it's not that different. So it would still look like it belongs, I guess. It's very light with that color. And you can see there's hardly any ink left now. So that's going to make it even lighter with that color. There, let's see. So I got it darker where I think the rose would be darker. Honestly, I think it would have just been better just to leave it alone. So maybe now we need to actually color it. which kind of stinks because that would have been so nice and easy. So that means I'm gonna get this and this, and I'm gonna come in and do dark areas. Okay, so I got my dark areas, and now I'm gonna come in and do the other areas over and just kind of blend everything out now. So just blend. That might have been too dark. I'm just trying to be too quick, probably. It is leaving a little bit of shimmer still. It's on the card, so I think it's gonna do that. And not liking the way this is turning out. No, I'm not liking it at all. I'm done with it because, yeah, maybe not. Maybe I better. I don't know. Probably better keep going because you just don't know, right? You just don't know. Oh, Well, I don't know. Mm, just not so sure. I know how I feel about it. I know what I probably need to do. I think I know. Let's see. I need to do a little bit of some lightening of some of these spots on the rose and give it some highlights. Maybe that's not it either. I think what I should have done was just left it alone on the plain paper. Those highlights definitely help. Some highlight here. Why did I come to this side? I wonder. I don't know. How about bleaching inside the bleaching? Just to give it a little bit more highlight. That I think is gonna work. Just to make it look a little bit more sun-kissed. Yes. I think this is gonna work. Just give it a little sunshine and it'll come around. That looks so much better. And I'm going to end up taking it all off. But I like that dark piece right there. And then the light pieces, that looks much better. Much better now that I could put on a card if I wanted to. And I would be perfectly happy with that. As a matter of fact, let's see. Maybe one of these backgrounds. Oh no. No, no, no. But what could we do with one of these? You know? I'm just gonna probably waited too long. The stamp is waterproof. I mean, this ink is waterproof. I love these stamps. I really do. I'm not gonna worry if it's a little scratchy looking. I'm gonna put it in the leaf where it skipped some. Oh, I think I moved it. That way it looks like I did it on purpose for the stamp. And that ain't kidding, man. It's already dried on that stamp. How does that look? I like it. Like it, like it. These are going to be a different thing altogether. That one might work easy. That one, so bright. See? That's why I said these were always a little bit too much for me. It's good for like fairies and things, I guess, but whoa. But I just find my other colors. But I am happy with that, and I wonder if I should go ahead and stick it on a card base. I did have some, here they are, colored card blanks. Got that color, yellow, this color, and white. That's gonna take a big chunk. I might not even get that rose on there. So definitely not on the white, maybe with black. That might work. No. No. So the white could go with black or even this, but probably with a black also. So I can't just cut it and stick it down. I was hoping I could do it real quick. Just stick it on a card, but no, not. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. And everybody have a blessed day. Please join me again. Bye-bye now.